Hello.
Hi, beautiful lady. Look at
How
that.
are
We're
you?
back. How was your
Welcome back.
holidays?
Welcome. Oh, it was nice, you know.
Yeah,
It was nice.
I was quiet. Nice and quiet. Welcome all to Hot Tea with Pleasure. We're back here in 2023, Season 2, Episode 1. Thank you for joining us
Mm-hmm.
again on Hot Tea with Pleasures. We're on YouTube. Remember to subscribe, hit that subscription button. Um, we have Nicolette in the chat. And remember, you can always hit us up on any of our social media platforms, on Instagram or Twitter, and on WhatsApps. So you can DM us, ask any questions, and we want you to chat and let us know what's going on. We are sharing information, and I messed up already. Okay, Teresa, disclaimer. I'm tired.
I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Glad you had a good weekend. Our disclaimer: we're sharing information that we have researched, and some of it is of our personal opinions. And any research items are shared for information purposes only.
That's
Okay.
right.
So tonight, our show we are talking about lubricating your life and being fit. Hashtag FIT fit. This
Mm,
means how to be physically fit, mentally, and financially fit.
that's
So
right.
to start us off, Hillary is gonna go with mentally fit.
Mentally fit. And that's the one thing that a lot of people, when it comes to being fit, mental health is very, very important. It's very important to me. Meditating. Let's start off with that. I'm going to give you 7 things that we've put together after some research, and we're talking about meditating daily. Meditation is not only an opportunity to be quiet and still, but it's also
Sleep.
a good check-in. Or what? Sleep? Okay.
Don't you meditate and fall asleep?
No.
Because you're so quiet and you're just like empty. But for me, I see meditating as just emptying your mind, like and go of everything, sitting on the beach or sitting in a quiet room and just letting it all go. That's how I see meditation. So
Girl,
therefore, I'm gonna talk
I've been
sleep.
to sessions where I literally 2 minutes out here.
Oh, there you go. Someone started snoring.
They start snoring and everything. So you meditate, create a routine that works for you, and commit to it. And just about 15 minutes per day is all you need, and like it's like training your dog, working something out, or just constantly just remember that the purpose of you being still is to center yourself, ground yourself, and give the opportunity to be still and think in deep thought. um, it's necessary to be silent. You need a place that you can get away. Where I meditate, don't laugh in the restroom. I call it toilet therapy, but whatever. Anyhow, number 2.
Oh, no comment. I'm gonna leave that right there because we're broadcasting. This is our first episode. I don't want us to be kicked off.
Okay, keep a gratitude journal. So you can simply create like a Word document on your computer, and or physical. Or you can have a physical. I like to put a little notepad. I have a little notebook that I write all my notes in, and it's kind of like a visual way of just checking in with yourself, cultivating an attitude of gratitude, and helping to develop a more positive emotion, and shifting those thoughts towards optimism. So that's my number 2. um, I also call it being humble. I think we forget about being humble in life and appreciating everything and where you are. Number 3, make notice of the new things being part of your life. So I have this rule. I like to do something new every day. It doesn't matter what it is, how small, how big. I must accomplish something new every day. And that's my goal. It could be,
Okay.
yeah, it could simply be, I don't know, do my hair a different way, or even stay in my PJs today. It could be anything. Just do something. Yeah, that's something. Listen, girl, don't judge me. You know,
Okay.
it's a lot harder than it sounds. Trust me, because what happened is you're so used to creating a pattern, and this is how people get caught. They don't realize they have patterns, right? And they do something different, and the person go, "Well, that was strange for you," and that's because everybody has a pattern, right? So create something, do something new, take a different road home. You know, enjoy the new view, a new adventure, whatever. But keep exploring new ideas and interests and feel calm, open,
Mm-hmm.
and curious. That's another way of keeping mentally fit. Practicing sovereignty. Sovereignty is an invention from applied positive psychology. It involves slowing down during certain moments over a 5 day period. So these moments can include hugging a loved one, eating a meal, or drinking a cup of coffee. There are things you trust me, it works. Okay, I know you're like,
I'm not saying
you're
anything. I'm
judging me
listening. I'm
again.
taking
It
notes. I'm
it
taking notes.
works. Okay, it works because you know
I
what it
agree with
is
you.
doing something purposely kind, doing something purposely positive, and not focusing only on the negativity in life. The reality is that we do have negative things or stressors in our lives, but you don't have to focus in on them. You have to look for solutions, right? That's what the focus should be, the solution. Anyhow, practice noticing your thoughts. Now, refrain from whatever is possible. Ask yourself, is it helpful? So, you know how we become obsessive with our thoughts? And you're like, yeah, I gotta get this finished. Yeah, I gotta get this finished. And then you wonder by the end of the week, why didn't I get that finished? Because you're so focused on getting it finished, you never started.
Mm.
Okay, so that is one way of doing it. Ask yourself, is it helpful? Is this kind? Taking time for inner work. You make a regular practice in getting in touch with your emotions and values and checking in on those goals in alignment with your values. And values are very important, and so are boundaries, girl. That's next. That's my number one. Sorry. I
Setting.
learned the hard way about boundaries because if you do not teach people how to treat you and create boundaries for yourself, people will treat you how they want to treat you or how they treat themselves. Just saying. Setting healthy boundaries. You have comfortable boundaries between various parts of your life and within your relationships. You're natural to establish these and feel comfortable reestablishing boundaries when you notice something isn't working. So, you ever had that situation, Teresa, where a person keeps doing the same thing over and over again, and you're like, I, I told them not to do it, but they keep doing it? You ever had that?
Mm, yeah.
Okay,
There will be.
or
There has been a time.
it had been a time, and have you said to yourself, why?
No, I didn't say to myself why. I asked the person why.
You ask the person why. You know what we do? You know what we do? We do something that's very, very natural, and we shun things, or we put them on the side, or we say, oh, okay,
Over the wall.
mm-hmm. Or
Hmm.
tone, we'll have a situation in tone where we'll say something like, no, stop. You ever had that?
No, you get a look.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Get a
right.
look.
So that
Or I
that's a
get a look. I
message,
should say because it goes both ways.
right? That's a message to the receiver that is okay. You know, when you don't actually use your assertiveness and say, I don't like the way this feels, or I don't like the way you treat me. When not using those words, allow that person to think that whatever they're doing, he or she
It's
or
okay.
they, is acceptable. And so you have to create boundaries. Lastly on my list, expanding your comfort zone. Stepping out of that box, Teresa. Okay, I love stepping out of
Why
the
are you
box.
stressing on stepping
I
out of
am
that
not
box?
stressing or anything. I'm just saying. No, but you
Okay.
have to really, step outside that box and expand your life. There's a saying, in order to be comfortable, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And so I live by that motto. So, from a stability, emotional, and social foundation, you lean into growth and stretch yourself with new challenges. You're resilient in failure and learn from it. So you try something new, you may fail. I don't know, you might fail. If you do fail, don't see it as a failure, but a lesson. And that's how I live my thing. So, what about you, Teresa? How do you stay physically fit?
Oh, so it's not that your mind is right. Let's work on taking that to another level,
Mm-hmm.
being that motivation and become physically fit. So here are some ways to become more physically fit. Now, from doing my research and from some of my experiences, I have come to learn that being physically fit first starts with your mindset. So it's also like how Hillary was going through a whole list of stuff just now. Your mindset is one of the things. So as we started in 2023, have the mindset that you're going to be physically fit and you are going to get up and you're going to set some goals for yourself and you are going to stick to it. So first thing when you wake in the morning, give thanks that you've seen another day. Obviously, that's good. And you are going to start a routine, a physical routine. So it's getting up, getting out of bed, getting those sneakers on, getting to the park, to getting to the park, getting to the beach, and you can just get moving. If you have a home gym, great.
Mm-hmm. Like me.
You
You know me, I
and
like my
it's
home
this
gym.
is not a lazy movement. You wake up and you're gonna get up and get going. You're gonna being fit. And you're gonna be more more. You're gonna be incorporating more
Well,
things into
that's
your
where the mind
life.
comes in.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the mind
You're
comes in.
incorporating things into your life that you can eventually do habitually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you taking notes, Hillary?
I am social media and along with Nicolette.
Okay, yeah, my phone was going off, so you see me glance to the side. That's what happened. Another thing too, we can keep track of your progress and be proud of your minor improvements. It's like Hillary was saying, she set a goal for herself each day. Have this as one of your goals. So you can write it down. It's a good idea to start what we call a fit journal. So
Mm-hmm.
you can keep track of when you work out, what you did, how long you did it for, and you can also log it that so that each day you may find that you have to do a bit more, you cut back a bit less. So if you find you're like into a lot of snacking,
Mm-hmm.
you write it down and you decide, well, today I'm gonna do less of snacking. I'm gonna drink more water. And if you do that, write it down what you replace it with. Don't think
Mm-hmm.
that you're a setback. You have one setback and like, oh crap, that's the end of the day. Don't be discouraged that way. It's not only losing weight when you start to exercise, it's of gaining muscle, it's remembering those plateaus and normal, but all overall you're putting yourself forward, you're doing better for yourself, you have that focus that you're going to do this each morning and you just keep going.
Yep.
And we have technology is so good nowadays that there are apps for everything.
Yep.
If you have a Fitbit, you see we have things that we can
I got one of those for Christmas.
add to a things and have or make it more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things we can do there. Number three, create a commitment contract with yourself. So here, this is otherwise known as a reward system. So you set your goal for yourself, you decide upon a reward for yourself, and you pick an item that you really want and you go towards that. So whenever you finish, okay, for instance, you make your contract with yourself that you're gonna state that if you run 30 minutes more every day, you buy yourself what? A new water bottle or a bigger water bottle for that. Because you know when we usually start to work out, you just walk with what? Something that holds what, 16 ounces?
Rudy's in the
And
chat. I
something.
see him there.
Hi Rudy,
Hey,
happy new year.
Rudy. Happy New Year. Welcome back.
Hmm. So you do little things like that for yourself each time, and that can be your reward system. So the other one is encourage your friend. So when I wake on mornings, I can ring Nicolette, I can ring Hillary, and we the three of us we can get going.
Hmm.
You know, Hillary might have different shifts, and sometimes Nicolette might have, I might have. So we can just create a routine, whereas we wake each other up. We do 5 minutes of whatever exercise Hillary favors, 5 minutes of mine, 5 minutes of Nicolette's, and before you know it, that's 15 minutes of workout, 5 minutes of warm down. That's 20 minutes in, and we're on our way.
That's right.
So that's what we call team. Have a teamwork in there, team effort. Next, you can incorporate more physical exercise into your daily routine. We have our separate lives. Everyone goes off to do their own thing afterwards. If it's a case you want to work out after you didn't get your workout in the morning, that but at least your full minutes that you wanted to get in the morning. If you work on the third floor, don't take that elevator. Use the stairs. So you incorporate things
I
that
used
you
to do that
do.
when I used to
If,
work at the region. Take
oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. We actually made it into exercise.
which floor were you on?
We when the old building, I think we were on the fifth floor, and the newer building we were on the third floor.
The third floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm
And
gonna
you
tell you,
took the
girl,
stairs.
it took long.
And you took the stairs. I was looking for you to tell me that you were on the first floor because you had
No,
the
no, no.
ground floor and the first floor. Right. But that's another good way you can do is incorporate your exercise in your daily activity, because there are going to be some times when you're not going to be able, especially for some of our women, we're rushing, or for the
Hmm.
guys that have to drop the children off at nursery and you'll be rushing, you might leave home a little bit later. You can incorporate that into your routine that way. Instead of driving to the grocery store, you walk to the grocery store, the hardware store, you walk the dog. In Hillary case, you can walk Cassidy. I don't know if Nicolette have any pets, and I'm definitely not gonna wear out wear jersey because I'll be pulled everywhere. And
Poor
oh,
Jesse.
another thing too for us, um, we can do is cleaning the house.
Yes.
So instead of lazing around cleaning the house, they say if you can clean the house vigorously, you'll be surprised how physically tax taxing housework is. So
Oh
for the
gosh.
men that
Yes.
don't like the housework, you see dusting those shelves and doing the dishes. For women that don't like the garden work that the men usually take on those tasks, you see mowing the lawn and pulling the weeds. That's a workout in itself.
That is a
Vacuuming,
workout.
sweeping, picking up things through the house, cleaning out the garage, washing the car. All those are things that helps burns calories and keeping you staying flexible and keep you in shape. A much simpler process by creating the environment that you're in to be. My phone is blowing up. Creating that environment you need to be
Yeah. I just put the
to
link on the live
keep
link on
going.
on Instagram. I know Nicolette's hitting on my personal Instagram and on Facebook. Continue.
And next one is start an exercise routine and stick to it. A proper fitness program has 5 components, people. It's your warm up. Warm up is important. You're telling your body something is about to happen. So if you know you're gonna go on that stairmaster, don't stand there and do arm warm ups. Don't stand there, stretch your shoulders and twist your neck. You need to warm those legs up. You need to warm those ankles up, because those little fine bones in your ankle, once those
Hmm.
are hurt, oh my goodness, I can tell. Hillary can tell you. You see that Achilles? Hillary, we're talking about our feet, and you show us your hand.
Oh, sorry.
New Year resolutions, people. As I was saying, a proper fitness program has 5 components. You got the warm up. You got the aerobics workout.
Wait, hold
You
on.
have to.
Before we go any further, let's do a little bit of before you go any further. I'm gonna read what's going on in the chat because Rudy's just on another level. He said we're alive. He's excited to be back. He said Happy New Year to all our fans and family around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Remove stressful people out of your life. We agree with that. That is very good for mental health. Get the good stuff. That is so true, Rudy. So true. Keep going, Teresa.
Okay. And while we're there, what does Rudy do? And what's Rudy's routine like?
Yeah, Rudy, what's your routine for
What's your
mental health
routine
and
like?
physical fitness?
Physically fit,
Yeah, those muscles.
muscles. I see answer. I'll go on. Strength building exercise is another one, and stretching. Stretching is a very good thing to do. That also is part of our warm up. And
Hmm.
stretching, okay, saying stretching. Stretching is very flexible. Makes us very flexible. So there's the stretching, and then there's the cool down. So a good warm up is to start with a steady walk when you're outdoors on the treadmill. You could be on the stationary bike, exercising before a warm up. You could lead to pulling or straining a muscle. So that's that. Rudy responded, I imagine.
You know,
Are you gonna
Rudy is
say?
2023. You are too much. He said, "You really want me to answer that question?" I
Oh
just
my
put a tone
god.
to it because I know, God, I know that's how you put it.
Okay, the next one is the cardiac workout. Cardiac workouts improve circulation and endurance. This could include going on a run, biking at a high resistance. So if you have one of those spin bikes, that's a good thing to do. Or you could join a spin group, a spin class. Sorry.
Hmm?
So that's another good one. Um, if you want to work up a sweat and get your blood pumping, they're saying the spin class is a very good one, or
Oh, I
stair
like spin
crunching
classes.
machine.
I miss being physical.
There are a lot of spin
Spin
classes here
classes
at
is
gyms,
really
and
really good. It's really
it
intense.
most of them starts like 5 in the morning. It's
You
a
know what I used to do? You know what I used to
45
before I got
minute long of action.
You know what I used to do before I got injured? CrossFit. CrossFit is,
Okay.
yeah, it's really intense, but it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Then building muscle through strength training will not only increase your strength and tone, but it will also increase your metabolism.
Hmm.
As a muscular people have been shown to burn more calories even when they're at rest. You could work with weights, you can do squats, push-ups, crunches, among many other exercises. If you're going to the gym, it isn't for you. Try strength training at home. Then you have your cool down process, which is similar to your warm up. However, your cool down process, your stretches are more of what we call long stretches,
Mm,
and you should perform some sort of cardio exercise but at a very low level.
right.
Your cooling down allows your muscles to relax while the blood is still flowing through them at a slightly increased rate. So note, if you're over the age of 60 or if you have any heart condition, high blood pressure, arthritis, consult your doctor before attempting interval training.
You heard that, Rudy?
Oh gosh.
I
For
had to get him
Rudy,
back. I had to
Rudy
get him
can
back from Christmas.
take on swimming. Swimming is another form of exercise that is very good. The
Hmm.
water, and you don't have to do a lot. You know, if you have a pool, Olympic sized swimming pool,
Hmm.
what we would call one lap, which is up and down, that is enough for a person to do as a morning routine. Because one, you have to pull through the water,
Hmm.
and that alone is some sort of strength exercises. So swimming is a very good one.
Oh, so,
Um,
so Rudy said he warms up
yeah, go
by
ahead.
walking a lot, and that's the truth. My job requires it. Plus, lifting those darn heavy bags in a confined space, you definitely have to warm up.
Okay.
All right, Rudy.
That's a
Wow, it's a
gleeful
straightforward
response. That's
answer.
good. Oh, is that I was gonna
Where
say
we
that's a
both
good
we both don't
response.
know what to say. It's like, okay.
But once I hear you reading his comment,
Yeah.
I know it's above board, so that's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
That's one of his
Victor's not online tonight. Maybe that's why.
thing. Pardon?
They're not
He
tag
doesn't have
teaming.
his buddy?
His buddy Victor's not online tonight, so they're not tag teaming us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That dance is another one that you can take on.
I love dancing. I love it.
Zumba, hip hop classes. No, hip hop
Rengue.
classes are popular in Canada.
Yes.
And another one is yoga, healthy exercise that keeps your mind and body fit. And I think yoga is another one that people will
Pilates.
engage in for mentally fit as well.
Pilates is really good for that. For
Pilates, I like
yeah.
Pilates. I used to do
You
Pilates.
know
That
what's
one's nice.
really good? A really physical one. Calypso. They call it calypston or something like that. Calypso or calypsicize or something like that. That's I did
Hmm.
that one time, girl. My goodness, it's crazy. It was good.
Yeah, we usually have calypso workouts
Hmm.
starting like late June, early July, going
Okay.
into October.
Mm.
So if you're down, well, you'll be down
Oh, wait a
here
minute. You know one I
close to
did? You want to
the
know one
end of
I did? You
July.
ready for this one? I did it because it
Go
was
on.
part of a bachelorette party that I went to. Um, it was a stripper size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God. All of us like failed. You know,
Why?
because girl, there she was going around that pole like it was standing.
Oh, you
Yeah,
call it stripper size.
it
We
was
just
stripper
call it
size.
pole dancing.
Yeah, well, they call it stripper size. That particular one we went to is called stripper size. We didn't strip, of
Hmm.
course. It was just,
Yeah.
it was a lot. But we had fun drinking after.
Another one, I think what would be good for you then is to join extracurricular activities like playing a sport or so.
Okay.
So playing tennis, track events with persons, those type of activities would be good. Tennis, badminton is another good one.
Okay.
There's another one that they call it's a racquetball type of thing. Two persons and you hit the ball to a wall, and two persons are in a room.
Hmm.
I'm not sure the name of that one, but that's another nice one. But you have to be fast though. And the other part of your physical is eating and drinking right. So give your body the fuel it needs, and you have to fuel up and you have to keep hydrated according to the activity that
Can
you'll
I
be a
pause you
part
right
of.
there? Can I pause you there about the eating and drinking right? I think people need to realize, and I only know this after years of going through. I used to be obese. I was 410 pounds at one point. And one of the things that I learned was that, I don't like the word diet because it's dying it. It's done. I
Hmm.
don't like it. But one of the things I've learned is that no one ever has you cannot use the same meal plan for every single person. Everyone
Hmm.
individually have their own individual meal plan,
That's
and
true.
it has to be based on your height, weight, age, sensitivities, like so much different things. And so when you have those meal plans and they work in the beginning and don't continue to work, that is the reason why it wasn't designed
Let
for
me
you
interject
individually.
there.
Hmm.
Not only it depends on your height, weight,
Yeah.
etc., but the activity that
Hmm.
you
That
take
you will
on.
be
Because
doing.
if you're someone that
Hmm.
is in admin, that does office work, the water intake and the food intake that someone that is out in the field, like say a mechanical engineer or so,
Right.
someone that's on the go,
Hmm.
their food intake is going to be different to the person that
Exactly.
is sitting within the office.
Exactly.
So it's not only, your height and weight.
Hmm.
It
It's
also
your
take into
activities. It's a lot
consideration
to
the
do with your
activity that
lifestyle,
you'll
your
be
activities,
doing.
your stress level. Like there's so many different variations, and that's why a lot of these plans, so-called plans, don't work. It's not designed for you,
A
but
shake
you
in the
have to know
morning, a
yourself.
shake for lunch, and a proper dinner.
You have to know your body. You have to know yourself. My doctor said one time I walked in his eyes like, "Oh my God, I haven't had a cake in so long." He goes, "Why not? Why are you punishing yourself?" He goes, "No, you don't have to have the whole cake. but have a piece. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay, and that's one of the things that people try to restrict themselves so much, and that's why the quote unquote diet doesn't work. It's not for you. It's not who you are. You're not going to continue eating like that after you get to your ideal weight, anyways. So you might as well start now in the moment and eat exactly as you're going to eat, and train your
Mm-hmm.
body to perform a different way. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, Hillary, for that. And don't forget to hydrate. So you can
Lubricate
switch
your life,
to
baby.
there you go. You can switch to whole grains. It's healthy and it's delicious. You can cut out the unhealthy snacks and replace them with fruits and vegetables. The high fiber and the water content will make you feel full, and the high vitamins and mineral content will nourish and transform your body naturally. Oh, another thing, try to make meals that are half fruits or half veg, and to cut out some of the snacking. Prepack your lunch.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or
prepack your
batch
lunch
cook.
so
I
it's
like
not
batch
dehydrated.
cooking.
And if you're one to know you like a lot of chocolate snacking and stuff like that when you're watching your movies, or you
Drink
want to
wine.
say you want to cut out the white flour products and stuff like that, don't have it in the house. You can
That's hard. Listen, let me hold on now.
you
I'm gonna
fine.
help
You
me.
have your craving.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. We got to be realistic now. Remember that here's where the mental part comes in, because uh, it's easier said than done, and
Mm,
so you can't. It's just like riding a bike. You just can't hop on and expect to get down the hill, right? You
mm-hmm.
gotta first
You
start
get
with the
down the hill
training
all right.
wheel. Hold on, you gotta start with the training wheel now. You gotta start with the training wheel, and one foot at a time, and pedal and learn all kind of things and whatever. So it's easy to say don't bring it in the house, but if you have a food addiction, it is very hard to not bring it in the home, right? So maybe what you can do is uh, find a lower salt variation for like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta start somewhere, right? So maybe start with a low salt variation
But
of
that's the
that.
thing. If you're not gonna have that one, you replace it with a healthier snack. That's what
Yeah,
they
it could be
think
a
said at the
healthier snack, or
beginning.
it could be the same snack with low salt, and then every time you go, change it up. I'm telling you, obesity.
No, but you said the same snack but low salt.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was kind of
Less
confused.
salt.
Why are you gonna have
I'll tell you why, Teresa.
the same
When it comes
one?
to obesity, it's different, right? And to tell a person that's dealing with obesity to just say, don't do anything, you can say all you want. We might not do it the first day, but we're going to go back. And we might get someone to bring for us or whatever. So you have to be realistic. And that's how you change your habits, by being realistic. You can't expect to go and do something that you're not going to continue doing. So for me, I started with a low salt chip. For example, my craving is salt. So I started with a low salt chip, and then I went to unsalted chip, and then I went to doing my own chips, and then I went to kale chips that has a little bit of vinegar on it. So that was the way of me replacing the with a healthy snack, but at the same time not punishing myself as my mental would have seen it, right? So you gotta be
Mhm.
careful when it comes to people that are obese. I'm just saying, as a
Okay, for
person in that category, or was, whatever.
eat eat lean protein foods. Try to buy meat that is lean, which means it's lower fat percentage.
Yeah, it's Rudy.
Eat beans, eggs. Eat beans, eggs, and seeds to boost your protein intake without the fat that comes with the meat.
Yeah.
As for some persons that are vegetarian, I think they take it that they mean there.
Hmm.
And eat seafood at least once a week. Seafood contains protein as well as omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids, you don't know, that's the heart healthy kind of fat they claim. It's claimed. So you can cut back on your solid fats. This include items made with butter or shortening, especially such as cookies, cakes, and other desserts. They are also found in processed meat like sausages and bacon, as well as ice cream and pizza. Solid fat, that
Okay.
is the kind that results in you hitting the gym a lot more.
Oh,
Now, for that bit, You were saying something, Henry?
Yeah, I'm mindful of the time. We still have to do financially fit.
Yeah, I have. This is on the
You
last
could tell
one.
this Teresa's passion. I went through mine really quick,
Okay,
although
listen
that's
to
my passion. Mental
me.
health is my passion. But I was like, keeping the mindful of time. Teresa's like,
People
oh,
in the
I got
time,
it.
yes. So for the solid facts. So if you know you're gonna work out, for persons that are gonna work out in the evening, and you're gonna have your dessert after your dinner
Uh,
or after your lunch, and you have your ice cream. Ice cream is pretty okay to have it there because you know you're gonna do a lot of
Well,
working out and burn
Rudy's
that
in the
fat.
chat talking about you. He said that because he was talking about I didn't share any turnovers. Turnovers is it's different than turnovers in North America, and it's a delicacy. It's like a pastry in Barbados made with coconut on the interior and a bread on the outside. And so
I like how
he's
you say that coconut on the interior, make it sound like
oh
like
wait, don't ah
it's dough
anyways.
and then coconut sugar coconut in the middle and rolled together and bake. And don't forget to sprinkle your sugar on
Wow.
top.
I'm gonna get you for that. Anyhow, so Rudy was teasing me and saying that I ate all those turnovers. I didn't share with anyone, and I said I still ain't sharing either. And he said, "Don't worry, Teresa will get him some in Barbados." And then she said, "I'm not a real Bayesian." Excuse me, I am Bayesian. Thank you for
Then who
people.
say it?
I am
Oh my
Bayesian.
goodness.
Okay,
How can you be
Bayesian.
a real and not a real Beijing? Where
You
were you
cut me
born?
and I bleed blue and yellow all day. Okay? Look what I'm wearing right now. Blue and yellow, baby. See how I worked that in?
Is it me?
You see how I worked it
I
in?
am
It was
telling
good, right? That
you.
was smooth, right? Okay.
Listen, get keep hydrated, people, and all the exercise that you keep hydrated and get your rest. We tend to tell people drink X amount of water, X amount of times a day. Listen to me.
Yep. Hello,
You
babyface
drink
iPhone. Hello and good
water.
night.
You drink water when you're thirsty,
Hmm.
and if you are working out, and if you are outside,
Yeah.
being outside is your job, you need to hydrate. So
Hmm.
if you pass that 6 glasses of 8 ounces of water, you know you that 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 doesn't go for you. You need to drink according to
Yep.
your thirst and the activity that
And
you're
your height
involved
and
in.
your weight and everything else. Yep. That's
Hmm.
true. Hmm.
And most important, get your checkup.
Always.
Get your checkup
Men.
because that burning that you might feel in your chest after a
Guys.
workout might not
Yeah.
just be a case of
Persons with penises.
too tired. You're tired.
Checkups. Yep.
So that was the last one for me. Get your checkup. Take to
Okay.
stay fit in the long run. You still need to have should you still should perform regular maintenance on your body. So that's when your medical practitioner comes in. Get your checkup.
Okay. So once your
That's it
mind
on
and your
the
health,
physical.
yeah, once your mind and your health are in par with each other, you are more mindfully and willing and have the willingness to take on stressors like becoming more or financially fit. So here's some 10 that to-dos that you can do and how to-dos. So make your finances personal. Okay. So it's very important that you say it the right off the bat. Your personal finances are personal. Okay. Separate the business from the personal. That means personal in the sense that you can't talk to anyone about your money. Making your finances personal means focusing on your situation and not worrying about anyone else's situation. A big problem for a lot of us. This is one of the most important things of helping you to reach that financial stability. We live in a culture where we constantly compare ourselves to others. We are told that we need to live a certain lifestyle because that's how successful people live. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, you know, one of the things that I think a lot of us don't realize when it comes to financial freedom is making sure that you're happy. You know, do not put yourself in situations where you're trying to become financially fit, quote unquote, quote, by reaching for something that's not you. You know, like
Hmm.
I'm going to go and get into a particular job that I have no passion for example. Uh, you know, what happened now?
I'm noticing the chat. That's
Oh,
why you made that
you're
comment
you're hilarious.
from Rudy. Oh my God. I'm
Yes.
sorry for my
Okay.
reaction. Go on. I
Okay.
interrupted you. Sorry for that.
Block all of that noise and forget about keeping with the Joneses. It doesn't matter if your friends earn more money than you. It matters if you're happy about what you're doing. The only thing that matters is how much you have and how you can use it to reach those goals that you have or to live a happy and comfortable life. Another important part of the rule is forgetting about the right way to do things. I hate that word, right way. Yes, some financial decisions are generally better than others. However, making things in personal finance depends on the person. So it doesn't mean one particular method or timetable is better than the other. It's what works best for your schedule, your financial schedule. So make sure you create realistic goals, create a savings, tax-free accounts, people. And don't beat yourself up if something goes wrong. Find solutions and make it happen. The next one I like is the most important investment is yourself. We always forget about that ourselves, right? And that goes for your mental and physical as well. Yourself. Before you ever think about investing money or stock market, people, Bitcoin, you should look into investing in yourself. Invest in time, energy, and money to teach yourself a new skill. Because let's face it, the future are skills. If you don't have a skills, you're going to get left behind. This includes a college degree. It includes a training, some kind of certification, something that gives you new knowledge and new skill that can use for those moments where you need a plan B. Um, so, sorry, I got distracted by by the chat. Okay, the next thing you can do is earn income or becoming something you enjoy. And you always know I always preach that, Teresa. Find something you love and do it because it's not work anymore. It's just something you enjoy. Yes, I always say it doesn't have to make you money, but if it does, great. If it doesn't, it probably will because you don't realize how much of it you love doing, and so you don't even realize when it starts accumulating or benefiting from what you're doing. So a primary way for most people to earn money is through a job, of course. So if you're thinking about financial stability, the best is to start with a job that pays you a steady income. Even better is to find a job that you enjoy, okay? So doing work that you enjoy will make things much easier. For some people, that means changing careers. I did. It can mean changing companies or becoming your own boss. Teresa. Entrepreneurship, it's I'm gonna tell you, entrepreneurship is difficult and it has
Sleep
ups and
less.
downs and some stresses, but
Sleep
it's your
less.
stress, it's your ups and downs, and you actually are in control. It might not look some way, but you end at the end of the day as frustrated as can be, but with a big smile on your face because you're contented. And so that might not sound like the conventional way to do things, but it's happiness. It's your happiness, and most
Exactly.
importantly, a convention for you. Number 4, start and follow a budget. A realistic budget, people. I think that a lot of us look at what they're set out there to be a budget journal and what should be in that budget journal, but no one knows your life better than you do and what is important to you. So you must mostly likely heard of the advice before about all the budget journals, but budgets aren't as bad as they sound. Right, Teresa? She's like, I don't know about that one. Okay, so budget is a tool.
No, I'm following.
But are you looking at the chat? Budget is a tool, and it teaches us how to spend money, how to look at our money, know where it is, how to spend it, how much percentage should be spent on it, and where to put it. Make sure you have a proper plan that works for you. But one of the most important things about budgeting is to make sure you include yourself. You should spend some of that money on yourself. At least 10% of your money should go on yourself. About 30%, it obviously goes into your expenses. about 20 goes into your future, 10 goes into that thing you have to do for call retirement. And so at the end of the day, you spend most of it, but make sure that 10% is on yourself, at least 10%. Number 5, which is my last one, is going to live beyond your means. Stop living beyond your means. If you can't afford it, say you can't. If you can, oh, Mother Earth said, Mother Earth Botanicals from Barbados. Hey, Barbados!
Mhm.
Says, hey, thumbs up. Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining us. Amanda's in the chat. She said, budgets are good. That is
Hi
right.
E, thanks for
Budgets are
thanks
good.
for Hi E, thanks for joining in. That's
Yes.
Mother Earth Botanicals.
Okay. And so, live below your means. So, create a budget. Now, like creating a budget, this is the advice of many people have heard. The trouble is that many of us have a hard time following it. As mentioned in step 1 of my plan, we live in a world where we constantly hear about the things that we should buy. Is it a want or a need? You got to really look at that. How do I want that or do I need it? That's how my mom used to say it. She would say,
Do you want that
do you
because the
want
neighbor
that or
has
do you
it?
need it? And if you said, well, I really want, she goes, well, you don't need it. Out the store you go, you know. And it is, should I buy it? It is easy to spend money on extra things we don't need. However, living below your needs is a key for long-term financial success. If you spend your money regularly or you spend more money than you make, you cannot expect to grow any savings. So living below your means works into a tandem with budgeting. Your budget tells you how much money you have and you can spend each month. Then you can work with the numbers and make sure that you don't overspend. So for example, if you make $100 and you see a hat for 110, it's out your budget. If you saw if you saw a hat for
Plain and
110,
simple.
yeah, it's that simple. Not only that too. Let's say you saw a hat for $90, right? But you still have other expenses. It's still out of your budget, right?
Hmm.
And guess what? Do you really need that hat? The answer is no. My grandpa had a rule. Anything that walks out the store devalues at the door, leave it in the store. It's a want. The end. Next, Teresa.
Hmm. Okay, on for me, mine, and I'm gonna start with create an emergency fund.
Oh, sorry.
Now we
Before you
always.
go, I want to hit the chat real quick and say what they're saying over here. Uh,
Mhm.
Mother Earth say hi, thank you. Amanda said it's also important if you have a full-time job that you have a pension plan. Ask lots of questions and invest in your retirement. That is so true. It is. And Rudy said that's right, Amanda. You better start now because the first round of drinks are on you. Okay.
Rudy. Trust it.
I think Rudy's budget is for his drinks in Barbados. Rudy's getting ready for July 28th. We will be live in Barbados, and Rudy is getting ready. He's making sure people got a budget ready for him. So Amanda's saying that's
There
okay.
you go.
LOL, I
I
got
think
you,
that
Rudy.
too.
Yep, that's right. Go on, Teresa.
Okay, is create an emergency fund. Before you think about creating that emergency fund or putting that money aside into retirement or
Hmm.
towards your debt, you should work to build an emergency fund. Now, an emergency fund is a way to protect yourself from the unexpected. You know, the older folks who always say they always have um hurricane money put aside, anything that happens.
Hmm.
So this is the emergency fund. There's
Yep.
always a chance that you lose your job or you have to
I don't know. It's
get
hurricane money though,
by
girl.
for a bit more, a bit not with a no regular without a regular schedule
Yeah.
salary.
Hmm.
This is what your emergency fund is about.
Yeah.
Sometimes people skip an emergency fund in favor of saving for retirement. Then a big expense comes out, and then they have to pull money from their retirement account in order to cover it. So removing money early from your retirement account should always be the last resort.
You know, another way of
It is
also
that.
creating emergency fund
Mm-hmm.
is doing the tax-free account, because tax-free account allows you to take about, whatever percentage you want to take from your regular paycheck and put into
Mm-hmm.
account, tucked away in an investment that does not go against you, tax-wise, and that allows you at any time to pull that money out when you really do need it. So tax-free account, I love them. I think they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
I don't think we have the 401, the 401 here,
401k is
but
American. We're
yeah,
in
that's
Canada.
American. We don't have that here.
We have our RSPs.
Hmm.
But this
Okay.
is
The
different. This is
next one
tax free.
is
This is a tax free account. It's through your bank.
pay off your debts. Debts will always make it difficult to reach financial stability. But once you know how much you are comfortable to spend through budgeting, and once you have that emergency fund focus on getting rid of debt, pay off any credit card debt you may have and avoid future debts of your on your cards. If you have like student loans, make extra payments to get rid of them as quickly as possible, because you can sign a 10 to 20 or 30-year payment plan,
Hmm.
and that plan doesn't mean you can't pay off loans sooner, but paying your loans sooner will actually save you money in the long run because you pay less interest. Save and invest for your retirement is step 8. When you're young, it's hard to think about retirement. Why should you save money for something that's decades away, as we
May
say?
not happen.
Unfortunately,
That's what people say.
this thinking is why, and they use it in terms of the average American, because they say the average young person have no retirement saving. If you want to reach financial stability, you also need a plan for the days and when you won't have a salary. This is especially true if you have any plans for retirement. When you want to travel after your retirement, you want to volunteer or take some local classes, those are all great things, but you can't do them without money. So you need to prioritize your retirement now, and you will thank yourself in the future when you able to go and take up all these little trips and decide one day, hey, call the girls up and you go to island hopping,
Barbados.
as we call it.
Island
Mm-hmm.
hopping.
Number 9, make sure to have some fun. When you focus
Hmm.
on saving money or paying off debts, it's easy to forget about fun. And after all, fun like things usually cost money, but don't get so focused on your money that you forget to live.
Hmm.
Enjoy your life will help keep you healthy and keep you happy and from spending that money at the doctor's office.
Hmm.
When you look at how much you can afford to spend each month, try to budget in a certain amount just for fun. So maybe you can get a massage every couple of months
Hmm.
or go to a show whenever those activities are around, or keep on the lookout for those cheaper free events too.
Rudy
You
said that's
can
Rudy said that's why he's living now. Amen,
you
Rudy.
go on a hike and invite friends. You have a overnight games night. Another great way to have fun is celebrating your financial successes.
Hmm.
You didn't just pay off one of your credit cards. You try and you got more things done within a certain time period. That's another way for you to celebrate and have some fun. And having fun, like you say, it doesn't have to be just having to spend money. You can have friends over, you can have your games night, you can go on a hike outdoors, or you have movie night with your friends. Those things are some of the ways that you can have some free fun.
Hmm.
Okay, stick with your long-term financial plan. In an ideal world, you will still within your budget every month. Your
Sorry, you want to know
car.
what my fun would be? Checking off the list. That
Sorry.
checking lists, because
Oh, okay.
when you there you go, yeah, checking lists, because when you do that and you see the accomplishment, it's like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
it's a great celebration. Earth Mother Earth Botanical Limited Barbados said definitely celebrating financial success. Rudy said another good way to live good is to pay for everything in cash. I agree, if you have it.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda
This is
says
eliminating
TFSA
the
and
card.
RSSPs as a mutual fund with your bank. That is good
Mm.
advice. I like that
Oh.
cash man. Get rid of credit cards. And Mother Earth said, I love checking off the list. That's right. Me too. I'm a list. I have a whole bunch of lists all over the house. Check them off. Check, check, check. Go on, Teresa.
Yes, your car, you were talking about sticking to your long-term financial plan. Your car would never need repairs and you would never lose your job. Unfortunately, we don't live in that ideal world.
Hmm.
Unexpected things come up and sometimes you just spend more money than you anticipate.
Yes.
Try not to get discouraged when things like this don't go as planned. Even when things are going well, follow through, stick with it. Even if you fall off for weeks, months, or years, don't worry about things perfectly. Do your best and try to get a little better every day. Small accomplishments make big accomplishments. If you find yourself struggling to follow the plan you've laid out for your finances, get a financial advisor to help you. And there's some apps online. They're suggesting one called Smart App. Smart Access is a free matching tool. You can pair that with your with financial advisors. You can pair that with three advices from your financial advisor,
Hmm.
and you can see which one can work best for you. The bottom line of it,
Hmm.
financial stability is freedom to live life on your terms without worrying about how you pay your next bill.
Okay, let me just
This
read.
seems like
Sorry.
an unreachable dream for
Hmm.
many people, but it's very much within your reach. Just follow your 10 steps above,
Okay.
and you can put yourself on a financial security.
Okay. So Amanda said lowering your credit limit so you don't have to worry about overspending. That's very smart. It's extremely smart. And she said if you can pay for your car insurance in one payment for the year so you don't have to worry about it coming out of your account every month. And that is great advice, Amanda. So we're going to do a real quick recap because we have like 3 minutes left. So I'm just going to sum up the mental health because I really want to talk about what we have coming up. Mental health, think, be realistic about where you are and find ways to reduce your stress. That is the main thing when it comes to mental health. For physical fitness,
For, for
Teresa?
physical fitness, you set your pace, hydrate, and
Be
find
consistent.
someone to help work out with you.
Yeah, be consistent. Make it
Hmm.
fun. You know what I do? I do hip hop apps
Hmm.
and Zumba.
Hillary just
Okay.
want to dance.
Yeah, I love dancing. And then when it comes to financially fit, know where you are, get help professionally if you don't know what you're doing, and try hard to be committed to
Hmm.
being financially fit. But remember, if your mind and your physical are in good shape, you'll handle the financial stress. Now, coming up for myself and Teresa, we have a lot coming for this year for the podcast. We really wanted to grow and to shine, and we're going to have some
Hmm.
merchandises coming out later in the year. With some lubricate your life t-shirts and different things. We have Rudy joining us in Barbados for July 28th show, and we hope to have some of you stop by. We're not going to share the location yet, but we will soon. I am really going to focus in on human trafficking this year for some workshops and stuff later in the year when I get better. And I know Teresa, if you stop by Teresa's Risa Nicole, you want to tell a little bit about that real quick?
Yes, we're no, we just coming off our Christmas break. Well, I didn't so much have a Christmas break, but nevertheless, we back up and opened on from tomorrow actually.
Hmm.
First appointment is 9 o'clock opening, and we're gonna be there. We're putting a lot of the foot therapy because a lot of people don't take the time out to have the can't take the time out to have the
There's a
massage.
go.
A lot of people are coming in for the foot therapy,
Thinking about
which
yourself.
is pedicure and all that involved with the foot massage therapy, which is good.
Hmm.
Then throughout the week, we have the other stuff that's going on, the natural skincare products that we have there. A lot of
Hmm.
people are going for the body
I'm gonna
butters,
cut you.
and
Sorry.
just sit there.
I'm gonna
Please,
cut you, Teresa.
please, go on.
Okay. So for the podcast, we have a lot of great, exciting guests coming up this year. We're going to have some really interesting shows, and we really hope that you would join us every week here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscription button. We're 10 subscriptions away from being into the community, and we're so excited about that because we have the ability to bring more exciting features to you on our podcast as well as on our social media platform. One thing that we also want to share with you is that July 28th in Barbados, again, we will be live. We will have a show there, showcasing some of the local talent, and we're excited about that. We're so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. Teresa, you want to tell them a little bit about Barbados?
Barbados is a beautiful island.
A beautiful, gorgeous island where I am.
One of the things we don't want to disclose or Hillary. Yes, Hillary is Bajan.
I am 100%.
Let's put it out there. Hillary is 100% Bajan.
100%.
For those out there who are wondering. And our podcast, we are looking to have it in the open. Should we tell them?
Nope. Don't say anything yet.
It's going to be in the open. I know Rudy is excited about it.
Rudy's going to be on the show, everybody.
We're looking to have some of the, like Hillary said, some of the local talents coming through. So if you are listening in, or if you know anyone that would be interested in popping by,
send us a
location,
a DM on our social media.
We will add you that information. We have our email, or you can drop a comment in this same platform.
H.O.T pleasures with a Z at gmail.com. H.O.T pleasures with a Z at gmail.com.
Yes, drop us a line and let us know you'd be interested to come on the podcast when you're live, and our social marketer will make contact with you.
Rudy said Canadian. Rudy said I'm a Canadian. Rudy, come on, man.
Don't pay Rudy no attention. So that's it from me here.
Well, before we go, we want to thank everyone for showing up. It's our first show of 2023, our live show. We're back. Thank you so much to Rudy, Earth Mother Botanicals in Barbados, Amanda, Baby Eiffel. I want to catch everybody in here. We got a full group tonight. Yeah. I'm trying to list everybody, but if I missed anyone, I thank you so much for stopping by. For those on WhatsApp as well as on social media, thank you so much, Nicolette. Thank you for maintaining our chat. Nicolette is our social media specialist. You can hook her up on online on Instagram. I think her handler. Oh gosh, what is her handler again? Collect with love. Yes. And she's taking on some big challenges to getting us up and going and making us internationally known, as well as she's looking for other clients out there. So hit her up on Instagram. She's really good at what she does. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us again with Hot Tea with Pleasures. I am Hillary in Ontario, Canada.
And I am Teresa in Barbados.
Beautiful Barbados, which we will be on. Plug it.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will be seeing you same time, same place next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m.
Bye,
Barbados
Teresa. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, my Earth Mother Botanicals. Thank you. She said, wishing you all the best. We wish you all the best as well. Bye, everybody. Bye, Teresa.
Bye.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, let the grind.
Miss that stack, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?